is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. A winter weather advisory is in effect for much of our area until tomorrow morning. Let's head straight out to the weather patio with meteorologist Dana Fulton for more. What are we expecting tonight, Dana?
We are expecting several bands of some pretty steady snowfall to pass through. Right now, we don't have anything coming down out here on the patio, but that's not the same story for our entire area. Again, that winter weather advisory in effect for areas west and north of Dane County until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it goes all overnight until early Sunday. As we look at our radar right now, the steady snow looks like it's mainly south of Madison and the western edge of Rock County and in parts of Greene County also right now. So some visibility concerns with this light snowfall coming down on a lot of folks not on the road tonight, but anyone trying to start their day early tomorrow with that steady snowfall. It's something that's going to still be coming down. It is just snow that we're talking about as temperatures are holding pretty steady for us, close to 20, if not a degree or two above or below. Overall, tonight, the snow will bring about 1 to 5 inches of accumulation with the heaviest totals northwest of Dane County and lesser amounts expected southeast. And another system will be bringing a little more snow for late Monday night. But we will take a closer look at what's ahead for the next 24 hours and then as we get into the 10-day in just a few minutes, Amanda.
All right, thank you, Dana. New tonight, 2 people are dead after a house fire early this morning on Fort Atkinson's west side. Fire officials say 2 people were trapped in the 2-story house. They both later died in the fire. The fire's cause remains under investigation. Grant County authorities are investigating another deadly house fire tonight. 2 people died in the blaze, while 2 others are still fighting for their lives. Adam Duxter spoke with first responders and has the latest from Blue River.
A windowless, badly burned home in the small town of Blue River left standing after a deadly fire this morning.
We were notified that there was a house fire and potential victims.
Grant County Sergeant Craig Rukoff was one of the first on the scene this morning shortly after 4 a.m. Joining him there, Blue River Fire Chief Justin Dagenhart.
Not even close to what we were expecting when we got on scene. Flames coming out of a house.
Yeah.
People still stuck inside. It's not what you get paid for, but you really got to expect the unexpected.
Tonight, we're told of the 7 people inside, 2 have died. A 33-year-old man and 12-year-old boy. 2 others, teenagers, life-flighted and now both in critical condition.
It's a tragic incident. It's still under investigation, and we're going to hope to have some answers, in the near future here.
Being in this situation, having people not make it out of a call, I've been there before. I say it's not my first time that we've had a fire call like this. It's just the way it is.
First responders are not sharing a cause of the fire tonight, but say without the home's smoke alarms, this could have been an even more deadly situation. Tonight, they say this town of just 400 and change are grieving together.
And it was a family home, mother and father, kids lived there. I have 2 kids at home. My wife's an EMT. We left both of our kids at home this morning, came down here, saved lives.
In Blue River, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
2 others were taken to the hospital for minor injuries where they were treated and released. Turning to our coronavirus headlines, DHS and county dashboards show an increase of nearly 1,600 cases in Wisconsin over the past day. 39 more people have died, while 23,000 of the state's 532,000 all-time cases remain active. More than 5% of Dane County's population has received at least 1 dose of the coronavirus vaccine. That's according to Public Health Madison in Dane County. 39,000 doses of the vaccine have been administered to nearly 30,000 people. Public Health says people who have been vaccinated fall into Tier 1A of DHS's vaccination guidelines. The county will start vaccinating people 65 years or older starting on Monday. Overall, Wisconsin's COVID-19 vaccine rollout is consistently falling near the bottom nationwide. That has sparked a partisan battle in the state, with Governor Evers defending the program, saying we aren't getting enough doses from the federal government. Vaccine experts monitoring the vaccine rollout across the nation, however, caution against using raw numbers to judge a state's response.
It is a marathon, not a sprint. And, I think we can look at what some states are doing and learn from that. And that's really important. I do think that, every state has built a very broad and strong network of private providers.
News 3 Investigates is comparing Wisconsin's plan with other states around the country and seeing if the plans for the states with the best rollout can be duplicated in other states. We'll have that story tomorrow night on News 3 Now at 10. New Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is promising that coronavirus relief funding for state and local governments is coming soon. He made the comments during the U.S. Conference of Mayors winter meeting.
As a new administration begins, and as I begin my time as Senate Majority Leader, I will make it my mission to give our struggling communities and our cities, no matter where they are, the help they need to get through these hard times. That's why one of the very first things the new Senate will do is work with the Biden administration on another round of COVID relief.
Before this week's inauguration, President Biden had proposed a sweeping $1.9 trillion stimulus package. Senate Republicans have called that legislation a non-starter. States across the U.S. are in desperate need of more funding as hospitals and healthcare facilities scramble to get more doses of the vaccine. The nationwide shortfall comes with growing concern over a more contagious variant from the UK, which has been detected in 22 states, including right here in Wisconsin. CBS News' Danya Bacchus has more.
New York's governor warned against COVID fatigue as he announced another 144 deaths across the state in one day.
Don't get cocky with COVID.
Like so many states, New York is struggling with a shortfall in vaccine. Governor Andrew Cuomo says New York gets 240,000 doses each week and has 7 million eligible essential workers and seniors.
This is going to take us 15, 16, 17 weeks.
Adding to the urgency, the CDC has warned that a more contagious COVID-19 variant, first seen in the UK, could be the dominant strain in the U.S. by March.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is working to make vaccines available to your local pharmacies by early February.
President Biden also says wearing masks from now until April can save some 50,000 lives. In hard-hit Los Angeles, vaccination sites are opening across the county, including at Cal State Northridge. At a vaccine site at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in North Carolina, people expressed excitement.
It was seamless, it was amazing, it was well organized, it was painless.
While others were relieved to receive their shots.
We've lost family, and that's very hard, so we want to do it for them too.
Joyce Isom lost her brother to COVID-19 in April, and she says her 84-year-old mom survived the virus but died from heart failure. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
A government official tells CBS News about 150 of the more than 25,000 members of the National Guard deployed to Washington, D.C. since January 6th have tested positive for COVID-19. 5,000 of those National Guard troops are expected to stay in D.C. through at least mid-March. The drawdown will continue over the coming weeks, but the Guard says it will continue to work closely with local D.C. law enforcement and the FBI to secure the nation's capital. Some leaders have been concerned over the Guard's safety, with many sleeping in parking garages overnight. The Guards General says he's working to make sure there is a better solution in the interim. A man charged in connection to the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol is accused of threatening Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Court documents show Garrett Miller of Texas allegedly tweeted, quote, "Assassinate AOC." Miller is also accused of posting about the police officer who fatally shot a Trump supporter during the riot. Documents show he posted the officer, quote, "deserves to die and won't survive long because it's, quote, hunting season." Miller is facing 5 federal charges. In more local news, Governor Evers says his administration is preparing to take legal action against companies responsible for PFAS contamination in Wisconsin. In a statement, Evers says it's unacceptable that waterways are being contaminated and said the companies responsible should be held accountable so we can move forward in cleaning up the pollution for the health and safety of our communities. On Thursday, the Wisconsin DNR said recent tests show elevated levels of the man-made chemicals called PFAS in Madison area lakes. The samples were collected last year from 5 lakes, including Mendota and Monona, as well as along sections of the Yahara River. A spokesperson for the Madison-based Clean Lakes Alliance says we need to find ways to keep the lakes safer moving forward.
We have a vision that says we see a future where the lakes are the center of the community. And it's hard for them to be the center of the community if there's things that are continually wrong with them. And so, we've known that there are PFAS in Lake Monona and Starkweather Creek for a year or two now. And because we have a dynamic chain here where the water kind of moves freely between the lakes, it's unfortunately only a matter of time before you're going to see something affect the entire chain.
Evers says he and Attorney General Josh Kaul have reached out to the Department of Administration to begin the selection process for an outside law firm. Other states, including Michigan and Ohio, have already pursued litigation against companies responsible for PFAS contamination. Madison is going to be featured tomorrow morning on the CBS Sunday Morning program. Reporter David Pogue spent a day here finding out from Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway why Madison is considered a climate haven city.
Welcome to Madison, Wisconsin.
There's a coffee shop, there's a pizza place, there's a bookstore.
Satya Rhodes Conway is Madison's mayor and a climate resilience advocate.
We have solar on almost every municipally owned building. At this point, we have a goal of being 100% renewable for city operations by 2030.
So people think of Madison as cold.
What we like to say here is that there's no bad weather, there's only bad clothing. So, if you're properly dressed, you can enjoy being outdoors year-round here in Madison.
Catch CBS Sunday Morning at 8 o'clock tomorrow, right after News 3 Now Sunday morning. Millions of Americans are mourning tonight after the death of legendary talk show host Larry King. Fans brought flowers today to King's star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame. He hosted Larry King Live on CNN for more than 25 years, starting on air back in 1995 and signing off in 2010. King interviewed an estimated 30,000 people over his more than 50 years as a journalist. No official cause of death has been released, but his family publicly announced he was in the ICU battling COVID-19 earlier this month. Larry King was 87 years old. We'll be right back.
Get close, nice and close. Okay, wait, we got Larry King. Larry, give us a wave. Larry, ready to talk, please?
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Imagine facing Wisconsin's bitter cold winter without a warm home, or the blistering heat of summer without power, then having to make the tough choice between eating or meeting other basic survival needs. Unfortunately, over 200,000 of our neighbors in need will face this difficult decision with no place else to turn, including those who are now unemployed due to the COVID-19 crisis. Keep a neighbor in crisis safely in their home during these difficult times by supporting and donating to the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund today.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
This does not look like a discount sofa.
It's not. Everything I sell is quality furniture, and I give you a discount. Bob's discount.
Interesting. I'll remember this for as long as I live.
Bob. You look so young.
Do you remember?
It's not discount furniture. It's quality furniture at a discount.
Bob's discount.
Get Bob's discount!
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
Fusion has it all. Modern styling, spacious interior, plenty of power. Even help to inspire confidence. Ford Co-Pilot 360. NHTSA 5-star overall crash rating. 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. So while life is full of compromises, Fusion isn't one of them. Choose Ford Credit Flex Buy in 2020 Fusion with 0% APR for 66 months with an increase in monthly payments after the first 36 months plus $3,500 cash back.
Ahead of the vaccine rollout, Wisconsin prepares to vaccinate those 65 and over. And our Chris Reese is tracking your weekend forecast. Join us Sunday morning starting at 6:30.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. On air, online, and download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app. Be the first to know what's headed our way. A few states are leading the pack in getting vaccination shots to their residents. Wisconsin isn't one of them. News 3 Now shows you what other states are doing in the race to vaccinate, why our state is lagging behind, and how can we catch up. Sunday at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
The City of Madison is expanding its contract with a local nonprofit organization to assess and engage with the city's homeless population in downtown Madison. Catalysts for Change co-founders John Adams and Michael Moody dedicate each evening to connecting and building relationships with Madison's homeless population. Their goal is to be a trusted point of contact for services. They also engage with businesses and neighborhood groups to help mediate any issues.
We connect people to various services. We connect people to medical respite. We bring the services to them at the ground level.
Part of their contract includes collecting data on the city's homeless situation and reducing police interaction. Some of the 13,000 Wisconsinites participating in one of the largest research initiatives ever launched by the National Institute of Health will soon get to learn a bit more about themselves. Margarita Vinogradov explains how this program could impact the future of healthcare.
The first round of results are in.
So that's exciting.
For research participants and all of us, a genetic research program hoping to collect samples from over 1 million people. The first group of participants will soon learn about their ancestry and individual traits, while later results will include information about predispositions to certain diseases and other health risks. But even considering its massive scale, Dr. Dorothy Farrer-Edwards says the most exciting thing for her is the inclusivity of the project.
Our communities of color, people in rural communities, often bear the greatest burden of chronic diseases, and yet they haven't been included in the research that addresses either prevention or treatment. And so I see this as a very democratizing way of doing research and making sure that the information is available to the people who may need it the most.
The program, which started in 2015, is committed to having 50% of the national sample be from underrepresented populations. Farrer-Edwards is a participant herself and says that even 10 years ago, this research wouldn't have been possible.
The world is changing really quickly, and once you have the specimens that are banked in a way that allows them to be preserved for future use, we don't even know what wonderful things can come out of this.
After participants go through an informed consent process, they must give a blood, urine, and/or saliva sample. That specimen is then sent to a biobank to be processed, stored, and assessed by researchers interested in identifying and tracking health problems. Although there aren't any big findings yet, investigators can begin to pose questions about the data collected so far, some of it before the pandemic even began.
So one of the things they're doing is actually going backwards into the samples that were collected in December of 2019, November of 2019, October of 2019, to see if there was actually virus present.
That's just one example of what such a large representative sample could do for science. Ultimately, though, the program has one goal in mind.
To make sure that we are able to do the best possible disease prevention and treatment based on the knowledge that comes out of this type of research.
In Madison, Margarita Vinogradov, News 3 Now.
The NIH is still focused on recruiting more participants for this study. They're accepting applications on a rolling basis. Anyone who's interested can enroll online at allofus.wisc.edu. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with Dana Fulton. We're expecting that snow all overnight.
We are. Right now we do have winter weather advisory in effect for areas west and north of Dane County. The steady snowfall builds in and stays with us, especially after midnight, stretching towards sunrise. 1 to 5 inches expected, with the highest totals northwest of Dane County and lesser amounts expected southeast. As we look at our radar, we've had this first main band pass through in the last few hours, bringing some more steady snowfall and some flurries through much of Dane County and into parts of Rock and Greene County, but overnight that's really going to pick up and see that accumulating snowfall as we get closer to sunrise on Sunday. Overall, seasonably cold temperatures. The temperature's not as much of the story as this 1-2 round of snow. We have snow tonight, and then as we look ahead to Monday, our next opportunity for accumulating snow builds in, and that might bring quite a bit for areas just south of the Wisconsin state line. As we look ahead through this, advancing through Sunday and into Monday, our totals again in that 1 to 5 5-inch range, but that second system expected to bring quite a bit, with the very top edge of that right now bringing some heavier snowfall to Monroe and Beloit and Janesville. But if that system shifts just a little further north, we're going to see these totals climb quite a bit higher for our viewing area. Now we're expecting the light snow to really pick up around midnight, continue through early Sunday morning. So our third shift workers, anyone trying to start your Sunday early, the road's probably going to be pretty slick early tomorrow. Mostly cloudy skies through the rest of the day. High temperatures will be in the upper 20s. We are going to be mostly cloudy for Monday. We're expecting temperatures early Monday in the teens, and then afternoon highs will be climbing to the mid to upper 20s. So a seasonable stretch for the next few days with temperatures. That light snow starts to creep in at night, late Monday. And again, we'll be continuing overnight into early Tuesday. Those snowfall totals, a really tight cutoff gradient. So this shifts just a little further south. We won't be seeing much, but a little further north, and we are going to be seeing quite a bit in Rock and Greene County for Monday night. Our precipitation trend likely above average, as with our temperatures and our 8 to 14 day outlook. That puts us into the start of February, where we're expecting to see some more 30-degree days. Tomorrow, though, in the upper 20s with the snow tapering to flurries and then coming to an end. We have an alert day in the forecast, of course, for tomorrow or for the morning with the road conditions. And then again on Monday, mainly for the overnight hours. There is going to be a flurry chance on Tuesday in the morning as that snow comes to an end. Temperatures for the middle of the week in the 20s. And then as we look ahead to the weekend, those temperatures again climbing back into the 30s. And that's where we're likely going to stay as we head into the following week.
So we really have to wait and see with that Monday storm kind of where it lines up.
Right now, it does look pretty steady in northern Illinois. So it's going to be a big event probably for Beloit, Monroe, Janesville. Again, that Wisconsin-Illinois line. Likely not as big of an event for us in Madison.
All right. Thanks so much, Dana. And coming up next, the Wisconsin men were ice cold on the court. A slow start on both sides of the ball doomed the Badgers. Saxon next with sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You know, if he keeps talking to you like that, you should just dump him.
Every new smile starts at Aspen Dental with custom-crafted dentures made in our on-site labs and ready in as little as a day. We give you unparalleled safety at every visit, natural-looking results you'll love, and options for every budget. Now during our Everyday Smiles event, get new dentures for as low as $29 per month per arch with 60 months financing. Find every reason to smile every day at Aspen Dental. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book today at aspendental.com.
How we doing?
Fabulous.
I wonder how the firm's doing without its fearless leader. You sure you want to leave that all behind?
Yeah. Stay restless with the icon that does the same. The RX, crafted by Lexus.
Lease the 2021 RX 350 all-wheel drive for $429 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
So, how's saving for the renovation going?
All done.
I will never understand how you do it.
Easy. She saves with BMO Harris. We give you a cash reward for every month you save.
So BMO will give me cash for saving money?
You bet.
Can the subject hold position 2, please?
How's this?
That's art.
That makes saving look good.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. Get a $5 reward every month you save $200 or more in a new BMO Statement Savings account.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Warm up and save big during Steinhaffel's winter sale. Save 35% store-wide, and with Steinhaffel's 60-month special financing, your new room has never been more affordable. Get great deals like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress starting at $3.99. This sofa now only $4.99. A queen bed $7.99. Or this dining set just $9.49. Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses for every style and budget. So warm up and save at Steinhaffel's winter sale.
Hey, Tom.
Sheila. Hey, don't take losing the Anderson business personally.
I resigned it, Tom. I guess they didn't tell you about their opossum problem.
I thought it was pronounced possum.
The Badgers have kind of been in a funk lately. Some nights they look really good on offense, while others not so much. Last time out, they were good offensively, but Northwestern isn't anywhere near Ohio State. Not much went right for the Badgers today. The first half was one to forget, and the second half wasn't any better. Justin Ahrens puts the Buckeyes up 13. Now, Wisconsin took 28 threes, made only 7 of them. Here's one of those 7. Aline Ford splashes it home, and the lead is down to 4 in the second half. But Ohio State would score the next 6 points and go on to win. Scotty loses by 12. They never looked comfortable on offense, but the Buckeyes sure did.
They got way too comfortable in the beginning of the game to where we kind of did lock in on that end. They already had that confidence and that mindset that they can make plays happen and get good looks or even tough looks that they can knock them down.
As they get going, then, everything starts falling for them. And, if we're going to win these games, we gotta lock them up defensively. And they just got too comfortable, and that's kind of how they got rolling.
One of the big reasons why the Packers wanted to host the NFC Championship game, the weather. Opposing teams can't handle it. It's cold in January, and usually there's snow on the ground or it's coming down. The forecast for kickoff tomorrow, snow on the ground and 30 degrees. 2 things that make Aaron Jones smile even when he knows he'll be facing the #1 rush defense in the league.
The snow, I don't mind it. It can slow you down a little, but I don't mind it. Like I said, I know where I'm going and I know where I want to go. So I feel like I have a advantage.
Jonesy is just such a slasher. Cutting on a cold field is advantage offense. And when you got a guy who can cut on a dime like that, I think it's a big advantage when the weather gets cold.
Tramon Williams is good to go for Sunday. The Packers activated him. But here we go. We got some Wisconsin volleyball taking on Purdue. Sydney Hilly with the tip. And then later in the second set, Devin Robinson comes up with the block. Remember, she's just a freshman. Wisconsin takes down Purdue again for the second straight night, 3-0. And the Wisconsin women's hockey team continued their tear in Minnesota, sweeping St. Cloud State this afternoon. The Badgers netted 14 goals in the series, and Darryl Watts scored her 100th goal in the red and white. Amanda, so good news. Tramon Williams activated, meaning if he plays, he will be the first NFL player in league history to play 2 postseason games with 2 different teams. So
all right,
that's pretty crazy.
A lot of people very excited about tomorrow, I think, here in Wisconsin. Zach, thanks so much. We'll be right back.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
We made USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA. Dear Winter,
It's been fun getting to know you. Sleet, blizzards, ice. I love that you don't hold back. We didn't take it personally when you tried to bury us under 6 feet of snow. It's cool. You do your thing, and we'll do ours. Stay chill. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can get $500 customer cash on a new 2021 Toyota 4Runner. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick and Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
The modern farmhouse look is here to stay, and we have it for less at Slumberland Furniture. Start out with neutrals. Use a beige or light gray sofa as your base to build on. Next, mix and match metals and wood. Try adding contrast by using light with dark. Finally, add home-style pillows and unique farmhouse accessories. Play around and have fun. Get your current look for less at Slumberland Furniture.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
All right, Dana, 1 to 5. That's what we're expecting tonight, right?
Yes, the highest accumulation totals will be for areas northwest of Dane County, lesser amounts southeast. An alert day in the forecast for tomorrow morning, as it's likely going to be a little slick in spots, and anyone who does have to head out really early in the day might see some reduced visibility with the snow still coming down. Notice we have another chance for some snow Monday night into Tuesday, and then temperatures in the 20s through the middle of the week. A little warmer weather for the following week.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.